I think it's 3 weeks ago. I saw Michael. Really good movie. Really quite good movie. It's like I'm. It's interesting to see the reactions to it, and a lot. It seems like a lot of reviews are harping on that it doesn't cover his accusations. And as far as I can recall, as long as this movie has been in my headspace, it's always been pitched as a two part film. In that part one is covers the first half of his life, part two covers the back half of his life, which so like jumping immediately on the accusations, that's the back half of his life. Why, like, if I know this, why don't you guys know this? And like, let's see what part two does. And obviously the amount of money that part one makes factors in. It did very well. Likely we'll get the part two, but so that I thought was a little, disingenuous. But with any biopic, I think you need to take the Michael Jackson film with a grain of salt. It is a well constructed film. It's a pretty universally, it's a universal film in that, like, it is about a uniquely talented child used by his father to get to money. And that's the part of the film that really works and sort of speaks to truth. And I'm not not a Michael Jackson scholar, but that's sort of like general history. His dad was kind of awful. And this is a kid who never got a chance to, and this is what I think the film does really quite well. This is a kid who never got a chance to be a kid, and because of that, grew up into a talented but very maladjusted adult. And I think the film does a really good job of showing that. Now, the family is so intricately involved in the production, again, they have a financial interest in maintaining Michael Jackson's image. Like, there's, they need people to, look at him well. So it's always, in regards to Michael, it's always going to be looked on in the most positive. I think it's probably some blend of fantasy and reality. I feel like a lot of the stuff with his dad, probably very real. Probably very real, and it's very sad. Michael Jackson had a very, I think, sad, unfortunate, like, I don't want to say unfortunate, because I mean the man made just this music that's beloved by everyone. But he had a really sad life, and the movie does a good job with that, and lands on a good note. But if they do get around to making the sequel, it's going to be it's going to be like the Wicked films. Part one is really fun. It's got all the hot music that you love. Um, part two is going to be depressing as hell. To be honest, I don't once you get past the 80s, I'm not familiar with Michael Jackson's music. I don't that was the height of his era, so that's where part 2 will struggle if and when they get to it. But Jafar Jackson, fantastic. I don't know, he really embodies his uncle. Um which has got to be sort of a cathartic experience, I would think, trying to bring your uncle to life. I don't know if he has acting ambitions. I think that would be a problem, because going forward, he'll be so glued to playing this specific part. You'd have to do something really just totally left field to sort of burst out of that. And then, I mean, Coleman Domingo is fantastic as Joe Jackson. He is a true villain. Every time he shows up on screen, it's really uncomfortable in ways that are really like he's this aggressive presence that, and Jafar Jackson just works just tremendously well off of him, in that, like, it's like he's afraid of this guy. And Coleman Domingo does a great job in showing why he is afraid of him. So it's for those two performances and the music, it's worth watching. It knows what the audience wants. It knows, like, it does a solid enough job of telling Michael's story, but also giving the audience all the music that they love. And there is an issue with, I think, the biopic that Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story with John C. Riley, sort of, like, it sort of ruined the biopic just a little bit, because all of them are really kind of a little bit tropey. All of them have sort of similar beats. They all have the sort of, like, moments where you see something on the news and just, ah, I have the idea for Beat It. And you can see that in every biopic, and it's a little hard to take seriously now. But on the list of biopics, well done. It's a well done film. You will have a good time seeing it. I saw it in IMAX. Really great in IMAX, particularly when they get to the bringing the song "Bad" into it at the end. The audio, and this is the one thing, like, I saw it the second week it was out. The theater wasn't completely full, but it was really real. There were a lot of people there, and that was really nice. It's really nice to see a movie in a theater. It's nice to see a movie in a theater with a lot of people who are really also really, really into it. Like, that's what movies are supposed to be about. And the film brings that. Like, clearly people want to go see it, and it it brings that energy, and people are there. And I'm looking forward to films this summer. It seems like there's going to be a lot of stuff to see, and I think it's going to be a better year for theaters than last summer. And thank God, because the movies are special, and we should be seeing movies together all the time.